go through this one together. Cool. So let's have a read of this question. It says the diagram shows a rectangle. We've got the length and the width as x and x plus 4. All measurements are given in centimeters, and it tells us that the perimeter of the rectangle is 45 centimeters. Yeah. But what does the perimeter mean? That's the first thing. To answer a question is we need to know what the perimeter actually means. The perimeter of any shape is the distance around it, right? So imagine you were walking around it. What would the distance be? The distance around the shape, right? So the perimeter would be this side plus this side. Let me make this a bit thinner, actually. Make this a bit thinner. This side. And then remember, I'm going to highlight them the same color because we know that these two are the same length, right? And then this side, yeah? So these four sides added together will give us the perimeter, yeah? So let's label what we know. Well, we know that this side is definitely an x because it's just the opposite side of a rectangle. And this side here underneath is an x plus 4, yeah? So we've labeled all of the sides of the rectangle, and the perimeter we know is equal to all of these sides added together. So it would be, I'll do this side number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. So it will be an x, right? Plus the second side, which is an x plus 4. So I'll write plus x plus 4, plus the third side, which is an x, plus the last side, which is an x plus 4. Yep. So this is the perimeter. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions up until this point? Does this make sense so far? Just going to give a couple of seconds just in case anybody has any questions so far. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. So now what we need to do is we have an expression. We can see x's and numbers. Let's simplify it, right? So how many x's can we see here? We can see an x here, an x here, an x here, and an x here. How many x's are those? Well, that's 4. So as we said before, this is going to be 4 lots of x, yeah? And then, well, we've got a plus 4 and we've got a plus 4 here, right? 4 plus 4 is an 8. So this tells me we have p is equal to 4x plus 8, yeah? So the perimeter, algebraically speaking, is 4x plus 8, yeah? So just make sure that's all good. X, perfect, yeah? And now what did they actually tell us? They told us the perimeter. They actually told us the actual distance. The perimeter of the rectangle is 45 centimeters, yeah? So we could write, since they told us P is equal to 45 centimeters, right? We could say that this means that, remember, because this here is also the perimeter, isn't it? Yeah? And this here is also the perimeter. So that tells me that these two have to be the same thing. Yeah? These two are the same. What do you do when two things are the same in maths? You make them equal to each other, right? 4x, so we can say, so 4x plus 8 is equal to 45. Yeah? And then now we just have an equation we need to solve. Yeah? So let's have a go at this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a 4x, right? And then remember, we need to get x by itself. So this is a plus 8 here. To get rid of this plus 8, we need to minus 8 like we've been doing. So let me just read this and put this here. This will be 4x plus 8 and then minus 8. Minus 8 is equal to 45 minus 8. Yeah. Okay. And then 8 minus 8 is a 0. So this will just give me 4x. And then what's 45 take away 8? 45 take away 5 is 40. And then 3 more to take off. This is 37. Yeah. And then now we need to work out what x is here. Yeah. So let's have a look. We just need to get rid of this 4. To get rid of this 4, we just divide both sides by 4. So division of 4, like that. And then we could say that, well, x is equal to 37 divided by 4. Yeah? So to be fair, if this was a non-calculated paper, you'd be able to leave a question like that. From my memory, this is a calculated paper, so I'm just going to put this in the calculator just to see what it gives me. So 37 divided by 4. What is that? Decimal number. 9.25. Yeah? So x is equal to 9.25. Or you could have used the bus stop method as well. So x is equal to 9.25.